easiest transition point to getting into the sale right after you've overcome the objection is what's going on, superstars. In today's video, we're going to be talking about my favorite objection. And I want you guys to stay till the end of the video because at the end, I'm going to give you guys the exact framework on how I overcome this objection and how I have a 93% closing percentile when I was a salesperson using this exact framework. So with that being said, let's dive right into it. Before we dive right into it though, I do want to ask you, if you get value from this video, even just a little bit, make sure you send this off to 3 friends that are in the industry that you know would get value from this video as well. With that said, let's dive right into this objection. The objection is, I need to talk to my wife. I need to talk to my husband. I need to talk to my spouse. I need to talk to my dog. I need to talk to someone about this decision. First of all, when someone says they need to talk to someone, I want to ask you, the viewer, do you think they've already talked to this person already? Chances are they have. Chances are they've been sitting on this decision. How many of you out there in the digital world right now have made a decision without your spouse knowing on something so life-changing like $50,000, $60,000, or even $1,000 per month payment? Most of us, we talk to our spouse before we even get to the dealership or apply for something online or do anything drastic or astronomical like that. So first off and foremost, in your brain, you should already understand that this person has already had those conversations with that person they're talking about. So now that we've understood that, let's take a look at the objection itself. I need to talk to this person. Well, if you've already looked at the vehicle, you've already test drove the car, and that's the next thing to say, I gotta talk to my wife. Cool, Mr. Customer. I understand exactly what you're saying. I probably feel the same way too. I wanna make sure that my wife is happy with the decision that I'm gonna make for me and my family, because at the end of the day, it's not just me that's gonna drive, it's gonna be her as well. I gotta ask you though, if your wife was here, what do you think she'll say? That's all you gotta say. That's the framework. Taking your customer out of the equation and replacing them with a pseudo person in this position is going to be the wife. What would your wife say? What would your husband say? What would your dog say? What would your cousin's third divorced girlfriend's boyfriend's dog say? And then wait. That's all you gotta do. You gotta be quiet and just wait. Wait for what they have to say. And once they've said it, that's now your new objection to overcome. They might say, oh, it's too loud. Think about that when they say it's too loud. How would they know it's too loud? That person's not here to make that decision. Oh, they're gonna say the payments are too high. Okay, so that means you've already talked about the payments. So now I know that I need to look for a vehicle that's either gonna fit your payments or I haven't justified the value of the vehicle overall for you to make a decision today on this vehicle. Oh, they're gonna say that the interest rate's too crazy. The vehicle wasn't the problem, it's the interest rate. Now I've isolated the true problem and now I can overcome it. And quite frankly, by isolating the situation, taking the customer out of the situation, you're allowing them to just be as candid as can be with you, which then allows you to overcome those objections. Now, the second part of this, obviously, once you've overcome the objections, is asking for the close, asking for the sale. A lot of salespeople that I know that are overly egotistical, and they're like, let's hear the objection, let's get it. They overcome the objection, but they don't know how to close. They're just like, okay, well, you wanna do the deal? The easiest transition point to getting into the sale right after you've overcome the objection is by saying, will you be making your deposit by cash or credit, by debit or credit, by MasterCard or Visa? When would you like to take delivery of the vehicle? Today or tomorrow? Would you like the vehicle to be cleaned, or would you like to take a $500 credit for a detail fee that we have for our partners that work over here to detail your vehicle? Would you like tint or no tint? A simple A or B question to wrap up the deal gets you in a better position than just saying, so ready to do the deal today or what? Doesn't work anymore, right? Or, the old style closing, I just need your signature here at the bottom line. Ease into the deal. We're now in a generation where assuming the sale is not going to get you the sale anymore. Get the customer in a frame of mind where they're making that decision, right? So going back to it, rounding this whole entire video up, the customer says, I got to talk to my wife about it. Mr. Customer, I fully understand exactly what you're saying. Making a decision on a vehicle like this, obviously I need to talk to my wife as well, but I got to ask you because it's going to bug me the entire day. If your wife was here, what would she say about the car? I mean, you test drove the car. You know your wife better than I do. What do you think she'd say about it? Let them talk. Shut up, but do not say anything. Overcome that objection that they've given you, secondary objection. Once you've overcome it, say, perfect. Well, it seems to me like, Mr. Customer, your wife wouldn't have the problem after all. Is there any other concerns that I should be made aware of that your wife might not like? Isolate other objections. Keep doing so until there's no more. And when there's no more objections, say, perfect. It seems like this actually might be a great fit for you and your wife. I can put a deposit on it right now. Would you like to pay debit or credit? Would you like to pay cash or Visa? Whatever it may be. That's one way to close them. Or you could say, perfect, it looks like this vehicle is a perfect fit for you and your wife. Correct me if I'm wrong. We've gone over everything. It fits the features, it fits the payments, it fits everything. All I'm gonna need from you is confirmation of whether or not you want to do finance or lease. Once you have that, perfect. Your signature right here, I'll take you over to the business office. That's all you need to do, guys. With that being said, that is my favorite objection, and that's how you can overcome it time and time again with the right framework. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you send this over to 2 friends. Check out these 2 videos here. If you like my stuff, leave me a comment on what you want to see next.